With just 6 matches to go, the Supporters' Shield is in sight for Toronto FC as they travel to Los Angeles to take on the Galaxy this Saturday night. Gareth Wheeler with you. Any combination of 3 wins or 3 losses, wins for Toronto FC, losses for New York City FC, will give Toronto FC that long-awaited Supporters' Shield. It's yet another big weekend for Toronto FC against a team that's been struggling all season long, although they're a glamour side in MLS, and that, of course, is the Los Angeles Galaxy. They are by far the worst team at home in MLS play. 2 wins, 4 ties. That just is 10 points at home on the season. It's a miserable record. In fact, TFC's picked up way more points on their away travels than Los Angeles has at home. So the context is really good for Toronto FC to come away with something this weekend. Let's get straight to our 3 keys to the match. And the first key, making up for the losses of Giovinco and Altidore. Sebastian Giovinco, Jozy Altidore have not traveled west. Both players out this weekend for precautionary reasons. Giovinco dealing with a little bit of a quad issue, came out of the game last weekend after 45 minutes. Doesn't seem like this will be a long-term issue for Seba, but it's a smart move to hold him back, avoiding the long-distance travel to Los Angeles. Same thing goes for Altidore, just dealing with some general tightness. Came off after 64 minutes, scoring a brace last weekend against San Jose. Now, without these 2 players, that means that Tosaint Ricketts is a no-brainer to come into the starting 11. This will be just his 6th start of the season. He scored 3 goals and hasn't played a whole lot of football as of late. This is a good time to get a very important player going. Ricketts is absolute quality and would be seeing much more time on the field for just about any other team in Major League Soccer. The question is, how will TFC play around Ricketts? My guess would be they're going to line up very similar to the way they played the Seattle Sounders in a 1-0 away win earlier this season, playing with 2 attacking midfielders behind Ricketts with Victor Vasquez, and you pick the player, whether it be Jonathan Osorio, Marky Delgado, or Jay Chapman in behind, providing a different look for Toronto FC. Let's see how that's played out, because TFC have shown to be very adaptable over the season, including that all-important away win in Seattle earlier this year. And building off that, here's our second key to the match, getting in behind the back line. It is really the Galaxy's weakness. Defensively, they're a mess. They sold their best defensive player in Van Dam earlier this year. Robbie Rogers has been a long-term injury absentee. And Ashley Cole, I'm sorry, the game has passed him to a certain degree. The Los Angeles Galaxy left back used to be one of the best in the world. Now simply doesn't cut it. The team has conceded 48 goals on the season, and they're very young at the center back position as well. It's about pulling out those fullbacks and getting in behind the back line. So TFC will have to be patient on the ball, make those runs off the ball, and having a player like Ricketts with so much pace able to get in behind the back line, it could be a long day for the Galaxy, but it's in the build-up and getting in behind the back line, which is going to be key for TFC. And finally, your third key to the match, beware of the Dos Santos as. Yes, there's more than just one Dos Santos on the Galaxy. Giovanni and his brother Jonathan provide a very dangerous combination for Los Angeles. Jonathan has just joined the Galaxy mid-season and has really found a run of form here within the Los Angeles team. He's basically the quarterback in the midfield, playing centrally, pulling the strings for this team. He's creative. He has pedigree coming out of the Barcelona Academy, playing for Villarreal in La Liga. He's a top quality player and a Mexican international. Meanwhile, Giovanni's the creative influence up front. Only 6 goals in 18 appearances for Gio on the season. It's been quite disappointing, but he's a player that can turn a match on the drop of a dime. He has so much talent, a good finisher in front of goal, can run at defenders, so being wary of both the Santos players is going to be crucial for Toronto FC. It's Toronto FC and the Los Angeles Galaxy coming your way 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN, and you can listen on TSN 1050.